Yes, indeed. Big Ticket Morning Show on V103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year to our mayor in the building, Andre Dickens. Good morning, sir.
Hey, what's going on? Good morning, Ticket. Good morning, everybody in V103 land.
What's happening with you?
Hey, man, nothing. Just a new year, enjoying this new start to 24, and it's gloomy outside, though. I can tell you, it's cold and rainy.
Listen, I'm gonna ask you now. What the floods? What we doing about the floods?
Man, it's coming from the sky. The Atlanta Weather Department is taking a day off. It's coming down out there real hard, and the sewer systems across the metro area are trying to keep up with all this water. So, we clean out your gutters, clean out make sure you don't. Throw trash down the gutters and any kind of stuff like that so we can get the water.
But is that like an infrastructure thing that needs to be addressed? Because I know there's certain parts of Atlanta that when it rains really hard.
Well, Atlanta's very hilly. Everybody has always described Atlanta as the city of 1,000 hills. Right. And so when you get to the bottom of those hills, that's where all the rain has collected. So unfortunately, places like Vine City, English Avenue on the west side, and then certain other places are in what you would call a bowl. Because, right now we're over here on Peachtree, and that's at the top of the hill. That's the top of the ridge. Everything to the east or west of Peachtree is downhill.
Down the hill at Techwood.
Down at Techwood. So, it rains and therefore it flows down there. So we have a lot of sewers, and we still have to add more sewer infrastructure. Shirley Franklin did a good job of doing that, and now we got to do some more. It's just nonstop infrastructure commitments that we got to make.
Amen, amen. Listen, but we're happy about the crime reduction announcement.
Oh, yeah.
I can go outside.
Marked safe. We are very proud of the fact that Atlanta had the third highest drop in violent crime across the nation of any major city. And that's cities, counties, Atlanta, Georgia. I know Atlanta, when you look at the news or you look at social media, you think everybody died last hour.
No doubt.
You watch the news again, we all back alive to watch it, and we die again by the next hour. It's just nonstop, bad news on TV. But in reality, the community effect of all of us with the Year of the Youth, we brought down youth crime substantially, 46% reduction in homicides among people under 16.
Nice.
That was the goal, to make sure that these young folks that you care about, that I care about, were able to live. And so homicides were down 21%. And you think about rapes being down 50%. Rape is a horrible crime, and it mostly affects women. When that crime is down, the society has a chance to be able to feel safe and not that they're going to have bodily injury. I mean, from robberies, burglaries, everything was down last year. Now we got to do it all over again. Working with the police and the youth and all the avenues of making sure people are employed. I think employment, education, and a stable family life are the key ingredients to the best crime reduction tools that we got.
Our mayor, Andre Dickens, in the building. You brought up there's an interesting Atlanta perception for people who do not live here. If you do not live here, first of all, anything that happens in the state belongs to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Whether it's happening here or not. Do you find yourself finding yourself needing to fight some of those perceptions, how Atlanta is perceived? Wonderful, beautiful city.
Yeah.
Wakanda, as we call it. But then sometimes perceptually, all of the drama, all of the negativity that is, put on us from people who don't live here.
I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, that is certainly true. Atlanta is talked about in reality and in perception. Atlanta's just talked about.
Right.
Because we produce a lot of products out of this city. We produce
indeed.
the best TV and film and music and even now with fashion and even fitness. Like people watching Atlanta folks work out.
Right.
And they living somewhere else.
Atlanta influences everything.
Atlanta influences everything.
Right.
We got an art scene. We have a lot going on. And if you live in any of the southern states, you're trying to get here, and we always have events and festivals. So Birmingham, Mississippi, these folks in North Carolina, South Carolina, they're all coming to Atlanta every other weekend. So they have, and so people just think about Atlanta all the time, and then we don't do ourselves any service, because what we do is the minute we see something crazy happening on the interstate, we're like, look at this crazy dude.
There was a boat on 85.
I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know how to, people like the mayor got to do something about these boats. The man got to do something about these boats in the city. I don't know how that happened, man. So
that is crazy.
And then it'll be a dude I remember the dude on a bird scooter on the highway. We're like, yeah, I know, man. I don't know. It's just one day at a time, man.
One issue at a time. Andre Dickens is in the building. Our mayor is here. When we come back, I've been here 11 years now, and I'm going to take the stance that many people have been taking over the last decade. We full, people. We're going to talk about some of the initiatives for the upcoming 2024 year, including housing, which is a hot item around these streets. But y'all don't go anywhere. Mayor Andre Dickens with the Big Ticket Morning Show on V103. Mayor Andre Dickens is our guest this morning on the Big Ticket Morning Show, V103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Good morning, Mayor.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Glad to be here, Tigger.
Always good to see you, sir. Housing. What's going on with housing? It's expensive. It's not it seems like we building something every 5 seconds.
Well, going back to what you said, a lot of people keep moving here. Folks keep coming, and we got to build more housing to keep up with the pace of people coming here and people staying here. You think about every spring, somebody graduates from Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Morris Brown, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Emory, Kennesaw State. And they all just keep staying here.
Right.
You know, they may go venture out a little bit, but a lot of folks, come here for college and never leave. I like it here. And then some people come here Friday for, for the SEC championship or the, Celebration Bowl. They be like, I'm never leaving. Pack up my stuff and bring it. And so we have to keep building housing, and we want to keep building housing that's affordable, because there's so much luxury housing that's being built, these $3,000 apartments, right? And it's $2,500 a month apartments. Somebody's got to build the $1,200 apartments, the $1,000 apartments, the $800, and also houses that are lower cost or attainable or affordable. And so over the past 2 years, I made it my goal. We built 3,300 units of affordable housing. So far, we got 5,000 more units somewhere in production, meaning either they're in pre-construction or in real construction, or they're in land movement to get ready for it. We're building rapidly, utilizing this strike force that I created, which uses any piece of public land. That means if it's near the Beltline, if it's near MARTA, if it's an old school that APS has, or land that they're not using, if it's land that the city has. I put all that stuff together, and we put them in a room and said, all y'all have a goal of building 20,000 units of affordable housing, and we got to get there quickly. It's happening, but it's still so many people love Atlanta. They keep coming. And so I'm building houses. And then we're trying to keep seniors in their place. Right. So we have this owner-occupied rehab program, which means that if you're a senior citizen and you've been living in your house a certain amount of time, we're giving you $30,000 worth of repair. So you don't have to, sell your house just to be able to make it. So if it's a roof repair that needs to take place, a whole new roof, we're doing those. New bathrooms, new windows, new HVAC units. We're doing whatever we can to keep you in your place, because some seniors, they don't have $20,000, $30,000 to fix a roof, and it's raining like today, and they put a tarp on the roof, or they put a bucket down and let the rain just come in. No, we can't have that, because what happens is the predatory investors will be like, I'll buy that house for you, Miss Jones, for $100,000, and then he redo the kitchen cabinets and the new bathroom, and next thing you know, it's $400,000 on Bankhead, and then we sitting up there saying, on Donald Lee Hollowell. Can't have that. So we've been investing in these seniors, and they've been loving it. We got about we put a big amount of money out for that, and we're gonna take care of about 800 seniors.
It also seems to be, I don't know, perceptually, an uptick in homeless people.
Yeah,
and the congregation of these groups, there are places I see homeless people. I've never seen homeless people before. Is there a policy and stance? Do you let them be where they're gonna be, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know visually it looks like there's more people.
Right.
And part of it is individuals that are experiencing homelessness now, they don't want to go into the shelters. Or some of the shelters have conditions that are they're not low barrier enough, meaning you got to be a woman or a woman with children, or you have to demonstrate capacity to take care of yourself. Well, we need to build and preserve and have more opportunities for people that are what they call low barrier, meaning anybody can walk in.
Right.
That means those that are severely mentally challenged, those that are severely addicted. Every shelter, the nonprofits are doing their job, but all of them aren't allowing those folks to come in. And so what happens when we don't have a low barrier? We only have a few low barrier shelters, and those are the ones that fill up. And then these folks say, I'm just going to sleep outside. And there's people that give them tents and give them blankets versus us, what we're doing now is we're building these container villages that are these trailers that are, they have bathrooms, shower, a bed, and like a microwave and refrigerator in there. So you can go in there as a person experiencing homelessness. And then we have the services to go with it, help you if you have drug addiction, help you if you have mental challenges, and try to get you back on your feet with a stable job. Okay. We want your experience with homelessness to be rare, to be brief, and then to be non-reoccurring. Meaning that if you are experiencing homelessness, let's make sure that you get in there and out of there quickly, and then don't come back. So how do we do that? We stabilize it with a job. It's an uphill battle though, because I talked to people that's experiencing homelessness that came from Chattanooga 6 months ago, or came from another county. I mean, this is Atlanta. We're the hub. If you experience homelessness in some suburb, you run out of money, you run out of friends that's going to let you sleep on the couch, you sleep in your car, and then after a while, your car is repossessed. Right. Where do you stay? Now, you originated in another county, not in Atlanta, but you find Atlanta because we have Social Security down here. We can help you get your driver's license. We can help you get. You got all these opportunities, and you got a lot of people that'll give you money at a bridge. But we're dealing with it. It's a real challenge, and I ask everybody to be prayerful of those folks that are experiencing homelessness, and to be able to help us solve that by contributing to the churches and to the city that has the resources, versus always just giving out a sandwich on the corner, and then that styrofoam box is floating all over the city because that's what happens.
Mayor Andre Dickens with the Big Ticket Morning Show. All right, if I get you out of here on this one. If you had to say the biggest issue facing Atlanta right now that you need to take care of, what would that be?
Whew, every day I deal with issues, boy. You don't want my phone. They got boats on the highway. They got, you know how you just lie, boats. There's one boat, but it's like, man, the city of Atlanta going down, man. They got boats on the highway. But anyway, I think the biggest challenge right now is we are a victim of our own success. People love this city and they keep coming. And we are welcoming, we are hospitable. But how do you construct more buildings? And then once you do that, how you have more infrastructure? You need more sewers for all these people that are coming in. And then you need more roads and sidewalks, or more, really more mass transit, so that everybody doesn't have to be in a car. Right. How do you keep doing that at the same time and meanwhile keep it equitable? Because all of us want great quality services, but that person that's making that coffee for you, that person that's helping you with your needs on the, that service worker, or that clerical worker that's making a decent wage, but it's not enough to keep up with the rapidly increasing cost of living city. So it's a balancing act. So it's how to have balanced growth, which means we got to go south. I need Campbellton Road. I need, the Sylvan Hills. I need, Adamsville, where I grew up. I need more amenities there so people don't have to drive into the city. And so all of the above. So when you say one answer, man, for me, I mean,
city, period.
Yeah. I mean, I deal with all that. And then, to make sure that the business opportunities are spread out. I love small businesses. I mean, I just came from a minority, small, black-owned gym. I got on a old Atlanta T-shirt from an old, black-owned company, and I'm trying to make sure I support as many people as possible. So we have this balanced growth, so that those people employ people in the community that have kids that go to the schools and all that. So it's a cycle of support. Amen. It's the group project, and if everybody would chip in, I think that we would get there together.
Mayor Andre Dickens, Happy New Year. Happy belated Founders Day, sir.
Yo, to all the noobs.
All right. And I look forward to partnering with you again for the bike giveaway this June.
Yeah.
We're shooting for 200 this year. I got lofty expectations.
Oh, man, those kids love it. Kids love it. So let's get to 200.
Okay, let's get to it. Mayor Andre Dickens, again, for people who have questions, need answers, where do they go?
Yeah, so one, you can follow me on Instagram, Andre4Atlanta, and also the City of Atlanta's Instagram, social media, Facebook, as well as AtlantaGA.gov has so many things on there. People would call me before they check the website. I'm like, nah, man, AtlantaGA.gov. I don't know what day your garbage pickup is on in 04th Ward. Right. I don't know. You can look at it online. Okay. But AtlantaGA.gov. And make sure, you guys, listen, if you have any problems, you see something, say something. Call 911. If it's a non-emergency, call 311. Okay. Somebody got a tree down, or there's a boat. A boat on the highway. You might want to call 911 for a boat on the highway. But 311, you got a stop sign that's crooked or a traffic light that's out. Call 311. We go solve those problems pretty quick. A pothole. Call 311.
Oh, yeah.
We still got the pothole posse out there. Up, bro. I hope y'all see I done paved a few roads so y'all can ride smoothly.
You have. There's some nicer streets out here.
Yeah, people are mad at me now. They're like, these folks are speeding. I'm saying that's because there's no potholes.
I win for losing.
Oh, boy. Don't mess around and become the mayor. You got to have some thick skin, because they're going to fuss at you till you do it, and then fuss at you once you done it.
Mayor Andre Dickens, Happy New Year. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your tireless service to the city of Atlanta, and thank you for pulling up on your boy Big Tig.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yes, sir. We'll be back with more Big Tig Morning Show right after this on V103.